Jedi are glitching, Zelda's on the loose, and Marvel might have found its first family. All that and more on Nerd Culture News, where I bring you facts about fiction. So this is rumors, hearsay, fruit from the grapevine, slight possibility that Marvel might be in the talks with Margot Robbie to be playing Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four. Alongside her, there's the rumor that Adam Driver has been cast as Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards. This might come as a surprise to some people because if you had seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, you know that John Krasinski played Mr. Fantastic in that movie in a separate universe. But sadly enough, as much as I would love to have seen John Krasinski in the role of Mr. Fantastic, they have said that that was a cameo and it had not been confirmed if he was going to continue the role after that one cameo. As for the idea of Margot Robbie playing Sue Storm, I honestly think that she might be too good for the role. I love Margot Robbie a lot. I think that she is fantastic in almost everything I've seen her in, and I'm just not sure if Sue Storm is a fun enough character for Margot Robbie to play. If she does get cast, I 100% do believe that she's going to bring something very fun and unique to the character that we might not have seen in the comics. Because one thing that Marvel has been good at is injecting a good bit of personality into heroes that might not have had it as much in the comic books. As for Adam Driver in the role, I do like it just because I want to see him have another franchise that he is like really at the helm of. As much as I'm not a big fan of the sequel Star Wars movies, I do enjoy him. I enjoyed him in other movies like Logan Lucky. He was fantastic in that movie. I think that not only does he have a very good dry wit to him that can play very well into a fun, intelligent form of humor for the MCU, I think that his dramatic chops are also fantastic. So him in the role, I'm very much for it. I also kind of feel like he might be too good for the role, but that's also because I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four fan. But if you're going to have Adam Driver and Margot Robbie, you might have a new fan on the horizon because I think that both of them are fantastic in the art of acting. Star Wars Jedi Survive came out, and the game is a total mess. Sad to say, but this game is not doing so high. It is riddled with glitches upon glitches. And they're already saying, oh, don't worry, we're already working on those glitches right now. But I kind of have an issue with that. What is with this idea now that you can just release a game that is obviously not ready and be like, oh, it's okay. Within like a month or so, it'll be playable. This is the same type of problem that we had with Cyberpunk. I cannot understand how games that you were charging $70 for, you have the audacity to go and charge someone $70 for a game that is going to be that glitchy of a mess. And from everything we can tell, it is a good game underneath it. I played the first game in the series and I thought that it was okay. I don't hype that game like a lot of people do, but it was an okay game. But I could see with a lot of the new additions and because of the story aspects of it, why a lot of people would be excited for this. But if you're going to put out a game that's going to like be just so riddled with glitches that you can't even play it, you don't need to put it out. We would much prefer if you pushed back the release date, because what's going to happen with this is people are going to get this initial reaction from this game, swear it off because it's so bad, and then never come back to it. It's what happens with a lot of these games. No Man's Sky, that's what happened with it. Cyberpunk, that's what happened with it. Both of those games got major improvements later, but it's so tarnished. Look at the online Fallout game. It was so bad when it came out, and it's had a lot of great improvements. Nobody plays it because of that initial. You are ruining the chances of this game doing very well that could spawn off into other games because you're trying to meet deadlines as opposed to actually spending your time on the art that you are creating, because video games are a form of art because you want to rush to the finish line to go and grab your paycheck. Spend more time on it, make the game good, so that way we can actually brag about this instead of just complaining, oh, well, it might be good eventually. Well, then don't put it out until that eventually comes. We're about a week and a half away from Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom coming out, and it's released online already. Unfortunately, we have a leaked version of the new Zelda game online, so that means that there are spoilers everywhere. I'm not going to give you any spoilers to it. I don't, because I'm trying to avoid them myself. Here's the thing. I understand that things will leak out early. That's fun sometimes for people. What is not fun is spoiling things for other people. I am not a fan of people that take whatever weird joy that you get out of spoiling a game for other people. I feel the same way about spoiling movies, about spoiling comic books. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, do not spoil things. I had the same issue when there was a bunch of people that were boycotting that Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game, where their version of protesting was to go onto people's profiles, post up memes, so on and so forth, go into people's comments and stuff, and put spoilers to try and ruin it for people that paid money to enjoy an experience. Look, I understand that you have opinions on things, but you're basically going and taking money that they spent and ripping it away from them. That's not the way to go about this. I don't care if you think it's funny. I don't care if you think you're getting a message through. It's wrong. And it's all fun and games until it happens to you for something that you really enjoy. I know that this is, oh, it's a video game. It's not a big deal. Look, some people that this is our form of enjoyment. You know, video games, books, so on and so forth. This is where we get our joy. You need to stop trying to take away people's joy for your own weird agendas. So yes, you can go and get the new Zelda game out there already online, or at least find a lot of information on it. But I wouldn't. I'd hold off, I'd keep quiet, and I would enjoy the celebration of this fantastic franchise whenever the game actually releases in a week and a half. Thank you for watching the newest episode of Nerd Culture News. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Come and talk with me in the comments, and subscribe. I need those numbers to go up so we can continue to do this. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day.